Tonight, we're tracking efforts to get back unemployment benefits stolen by scammers in the early days of the pandemic.
And get ready for a chilly night, and I'm tracking warmer temperatures for the last day of summer. All the details coming up in your First Alert weather forecast.
And a controversy over the effort to close a small town library. Why this proposal will not be left to voters.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. We're tracking developing news tonight from the Oregon Department of Transportation that part of I-84 east of Pendleton is shut down because of a crash. Now, we're working to get information about that. You can find the updates on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. But for right now, we're going to send it over to Stacy Lee for a look at the road right now. Hi, Stacy.
Hey, Alyssa. And yes, a little bit earlier here on the camera, this road was completely socked in fog. I'm sure that had some contributing factors to the wreck, but as you can see, there's no cars moving on this section of I-84 near Cabbage Hill tonight. And again, we've had reduced visibility, looking good around the area, but we are seeing some pockets of heavy fog and mist in these areas just east of Pendleton tonight. So again, do your trip check to check those roadways. Here's what we're seeing on our Skycam radar. Again, lots of active weather. We're continuing to see those showers. Those will start to decrease overnight tonight. 58 degrees right now on our Legends Casino Skycam. Winds at 7 miles an hour. Temperature trend going through the next several days. Again, our average 79. We're well below the average moving into next week. Same thing in Yakima, cool, but a little bit of a warm up, and then we get right back down into those 60-degree temps and chilly overnight lows. So get ready for those lingering showers tonight. They'll start to taper off. Sunny and warm tomorrow. Last day of summer. Fall officially begins tomorrow night at 11:50. More rain headed our way next week. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. Washington Attorney General Bob Ferguson says so far the state has gotten back around $42 million of unemployment benefits stolen in the early days of the pandemic simply by taking that money back from banks. So in April of 2020, Washington was one of the first states to discover scammers using stolen information to file fraudulent claims for unemployment benefits. Well, Ferguson's office says they've used Washington's forfeiture laws to go after the banks where those alleged scammers deposited their money. Investigators were looking for red flags like bank accounts getting unemployment benefit checks from multiple states or for multiple people. A mismatch between the account holder information and the unemployment checks being deposited was a red flag as well. Ferguson's office says with the millions that investigators have tracked down and gotten back so far, only about 1% of the benefits paid out were lost to fraud. On Capitol Hill, the Senate has begun individually confirming military promotions, starting with some of the top leadership in the Department of Defense. So Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville has blocked normal military confirmation votes since February because he opposes the military's policies on abortion care, and he won't let those promotions advance. There are hundreds of military promotions that need to be approved by the Senate. So far, lawmakers have gotten to 3 of them, voting to approve Air Force General C.Q. Brown as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, this gentleman, General Randy George, as the Army Chief of Staff, and General Eric Smith as the new Commandant of the Marine Corps. But military promotions are not the only thing moving slowly on Capitol Hill. Less than 10 days from a government shutdown, we are now getting reports that House Republican leaders are sending some lawmakers home without a deal in place. Now, as that deadline gets closer, we're also getting a better idea of the potential impact that a shutdown would have. ABC's Liz Landers is tracking the latest.
A government shutdown could happen in a little more than a week if a short-term funding bill isn't passed by midnight on October 1st.
The resolution is not adopted.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy suffering another setback today after some hardline conservative Republicans joined Democrats to vote down a bill to even begin debate on a defense spending bill. It's the second time this week that's happened.
This is a whole new concept of individuals that just want to burn the whole place down. That doesn't work.
McCarthy under pressure by far-right Republicans to cut spending significantly or potentially face being ousted from the Speaker's chair.
I believe that it is really kind of frivolous in the cuts because they only occur for 30 days. I don't think it would lead to any programmatic reform.
But the GOP infighting continues as other House Republicans urge their colleagues to compromise.
We're 1/2 of 1/3 of the decision-making process. but we act as though we can impose our will on the entire Congress, and we just simply can't do that.
And as Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is in Washington seeking additional U.S. funding for his war against Russia, that aid has become a major disagreement between Democrats and Republicans.
President Zelensky is leading a country that is right at the forefront in the fight for democracy.
I want to make sure there's accountability where the resources are going. I want to see a plan of what we're looking for victory.
Zelensky's visit to Capitol Hill and the White House comes as President Biden is expected to announce an aid package for Ukraine worth hundreds of millions of dollars. In Washington, Liz Landers, ABC News.
Now, the state of Washington is getting a big funding boost from the Federal Railway Association to improve efficiency on the Palouse River and Coulee City Railroad, which is crucial for transporting wheat. So WashDOT is getting almost $73 million for upgrades to make it so PCC can handle heavier and faster rail cars in more extreme weather conditions. They'll also be working on rebuilding some rundown roadway crossings. That money is coming from the bipartisan infrastructure law that President Biden signed last year. Well, from trains to planes, the Port of Benton has announced plans to buy the former Richland Airport Terminal building. The Community Aviation Revitalization Board has approved a $1.1 million low-interest loan to execute this plan. Now, officials say buying the former terminal will add about 12,000 square feet of leasable space, part of a bigger plan to fuel the Richland Airport's growth.
This will be the corporate face of the Richland Airport. As the Tri-Cities continues to grow, Tri-Cities Airport's going to grow, the Richland Airport's going to grow with it, and this will be a strategic building to help us with that growth.
So the building is located on Terminal Drive. It was built in 1977 and was the commercial airport terminal for many years. We have continuing coverage tonight of the dual strikes in Hollywood. Both writers and actors have been on the picket lines for weeks now. CNN reports the economic impact of the strikes is now over $5 billion. Today, the Writers Guild of America returned to the negotiating table with Hollywood studios for their second day of bargaining talks in a row. These two sides have been divided on issues of pay, the size of writing staffs for each individual show, and the use of artificial intelligence in the creation of scripts. Now, the U.S. Authors Guild and more than a dozen novelists are suing OpenAI, accusing that company of using their work to train ChatGPT. The lawsuit includes some famous names like George R.R. Martin, who created Game of Thrones, John Grisham, Jodi Picoult, David Baldacci, and Sylvia Day, among others. They're accusing OpenAI of using copyrighted material to train a computer program that can then churn out copycat work.
My son said, "Hey, Dad, come over here." When he put in a request to ChatGPT, there were 3 pages. It sounded like a lot of books that I'd written with names of characters that I'd used in the past. And I thought, oh my God, I feel so violated. It was like someone had just taken my entire library without my knowing it.
These class actions are the beginning of many, many lawsuits. We saw this in the music industry when Napster came along, and there were a lot of lawsuits around peer-to-peer sharing. And then ultimately, Apple and Spotify and Amazon came along, and they ended up licensing the works.
So OpenAI put out a statement saying they are optimistic that they'll be able to find what they call mutually beneficial ways to work with creators, including the Authors Guild. But the company has also been fighting some similar lawsuits by saying that the claims are taking copyright law too far. A controversial ballot initiative that would have asked voters to decide whether to shut down the Columbia County Library has now been ruled unconstitutional. This battle has been going on for months because of concerns about books dealing with gender and sexuality being placed in the child and teen sections of the Columbia County Library. Opponents said the books are sexually explicit and inappropriate for children, and a group of people opposed to those books gathered enough signatures to get an initiative to dissolve the Columbia County Rural Library District on the November ballot. But a political action group sued to block that initiative. This week, the Honorable Julie Carl ruled that the initiative could not be placed on the ballot for a very long list of reasons. We have a link to the recording of that court hearing on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. ESD 105 is on a mission to improve literacy skills for all children in the Yakima Valley, one book at a time. Now, they're 2 years into an innovative approaches to literacy grant of nearly $4 million, which is designed to stretch over 5 years. So far, ESD 105 has given away more than 72,000 books to local kids and teens at book fairs and parades, even through book vending machines and little free libraries. This coming Sunday, they'll be handing out free books at the downtown Yakima Farmers Market.
When we are able to get high quality, diverse books that reflect the kids and the families that we have in the region, kids are able to see themselves and their families reflected, and they're able to see that this is what I can do.
So if you can't make it to the farmers market, they will also be at the Central Washington State Fair, located inside the STEM building at State Fair Park. Now, we've been seeing some rain move through the Tri-Cities today, but we're tracking that and a look at what you can expect as we head into the final day of summer coming up in your First Alert forecast. And still ahead on Apple Valley News Now at 5, fair season is not quite over yet. We are talking about what you can look forward to tasting at the Central Washington Fair next.
Carl's Jr.'s new Big Char Chili Burger is big on charbroiled flavor, big on smoky sweet heat with a whole charred Anaheim chili, and big on savings with a Big Char Chili combo for just $7.99.
Welcome to Tony's Big Cheese Pizza. How may I help you?
I want some of that amazing cheese bread.
I want chicken wings. I want pizza and breadsticks, please.
You'll love Tony's Big Cheese Pizza in the plaza at 24 and Nob Hill.
Fred's has the latest Samsung kitchen appliances in stock and on sale. Save up to 15% when you bundle 3 select appliances.
Samsung bespoke models let you customize the look of your kitchen with a huge variety of colors to choose from.
Choose from gas or electric ranges in a variety of colors and styles.
Need a new dishwasher? Samsung dishwashers have dual wash arms and a rotating spray jet to clean even the dirtiest dishes.
Stop by your local Fred's Appliance and see the latest in kitchen appliances.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
There once was a famed country music philosopher named Joe Diffie who said, if it weren't for trucks, we wouldn't have tailgates. So this got me thinking, if we didn't have tailgates, we wouldn't have tailgate parties. And I'm pretty sure if we didn't have tailgate parties, we probably wouldn't have football. And if we didn't have football, well anyway, I'm just thankful for tailgates, that's all. Here's to a great tailgate season. Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
Welcome to Tony's Big Cheese Pizza. How may I help you?
A large Mexicana pizza, please.
Every pizza is made fresh from scratch daily using our family dough and sauce recipe.
You'll love Tony's Big Cheese Pizza in the plaza at 24 and Nob Hill.
Carl's Jr.'s new Big Char Chili Burger is big on charbroiled flavor, big on smoky sweet heat with a whole charred Anaheim chili, and big on savings with a Big Char Chili combo for just $7.99.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. Starbucks is now facing a lawsuit over the refresher drinks, which have names like mango dragon fruit, pineapple passion fruit, and strawberry acai, to name a few. Well, the lawsuit says those drinks don't actually include mango, passion fruit, or acai. And Starbucks says the names are intended to describe the flavor of the refreshers, not exactly what's in them. But if this sounds familiar, you might remember almost a decade ago, Starbucks faced controversy, although not an actual lawsuit, when people realized that the pumpkin spice latte didn't have pumpkin in it. Starbucks later changed their recipe in response. Census data released earlier this year shows that Americans as a population are getting older. As of this year, people over 65 represent nearly 17% of the United States population. Well, today, Active for Life held its annual all-senior community picnic at Howard Amon Park in Richland. This is an opportunity for people to check out local resources like Pacific Clinic, Atomic Health, Tri-Cities Home Health, Guardian Angel Homes, Cadillac, and many more. But it's also a chance for local seniors to just get together and mingle.
Games, the ice cream,
Running into people that I know in the community and from church and stuff has been fun. The event people that are putting on the events are very personable and easy to talk to.
So in addition to information about nursing homes, Medicare, and other benefits for the near future, attendees got to enjoy music, dance performances, and lunch provided by Meals on Wheels. The Central Washington State Fair kicks off tomorrow at State Fair Park in Yakima, and we've got a sneak peek at what's to eat. You're going to see the fair food favorites, cotton candy, corn dogs, curly fries, elephant ears, and funnel cakes, but there are also some adventurous options like deep fried Oreos, pickle pizza, and walking tacos. Fair officials say the biggest new thing on the menu, though, is the Krispy Kreme burgers.
A third of a pound burger sandwiched with cheese, sandwiched between 2 Krispy Kreme donuts. Sweet, savory, it is delish.
I'll bet that is. Now, the Central Washington State Fair kicks off at noon, and tomorrow there is free parking. Admission is only $3 if you come before 4 o'clock.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And the weather should cooperate with the Central Washington State Fair tomorrow. Again, a little overcast today, and we're still continuing to see this band of showers wrap around moisture that we have seen all day. So we've had scattered showers again. This upper level low has been pushing those showers around the area. That's going to start to taper off tonight as that low pressure system moves out of the area. And again, we'll take a look at the next 3 days. There's that jet stream well low. The jet stream gradually moving its way up. That's going to allow these clear skies here. Again, a few band of showers mainly to the east of the Columbia Basin, right there in the Idaho-Washington panhandle border. And then as this scoops around, again, here's the jet stream well below us. Now we are going to see another system start to move in. This is Saturday. It'll start crossing over the Cascades on Sunday, and we could start to see more showers developing through the Columbia Basin. Here's our future cast. Again, we've got those cloudy skies starting to see a little clear up there. Sunny skies with a few clouds lingering around and some showers way off to the east. As we get into your Saturday, again, we'll start to build up those clouds and get overcast again as that next system moves in from the west. It'll hit the Cascades, and some of it will trickle over into the lower elevations. So we'll be keeping an eye on that as we move into fall. Breezy and gusty winds, not too bad. A little breezy in Prosser this evening. Winds are looking good as we move through the night and even through tomorrow, light breezy winds. When things are going to change is when that system starts to move in from the west. We'll start to see those gusty winds again through the Columbia River Gorge and through the Yakima-Kittitas Valley. Winds will pick up on Saturday evening. Again, we've got 58 degrees in our Legends Casino Skycam tonight. Winds at 7 miles an hour. Look at the sunset now before 7 p.m. at 6:56 tonight. Let's take a look at temperatures overnight. It's going to be chilly once again. Look at this overnight low tonight for Pendleton, 39 degrees, 42 in Walla Walla, 44 Tri-Cities, 46 in Yakima, 45 in Ellensburg. So a little bit cool. Definitely want to grab a coat. Tomorrow's daytime highs, though, looking better. Again, we're still slightly below average for this time of year. We'll stay in the 60s, the foothills of the Blues, the low to mid 70s here in the Columbia Basin and in the Yakima and Kittitas Valleys. Let's plan your day out tomorrow. Again, it's apple season and chilly temperatures out the door. You're still going to be on the cool side around noon, and then those temperatures slightly heating up in the afternoon. So yeah, a lot going on there weather-wise. Again, and fall begins officially 11:49 tomorrow. There we are. The Earth's axis is tilted neither away or toward the sun. Equal amounts of daylight and darkness at all latitudes. That's what the autumnal equinox means. All right, short-term forecast. Again, we got our first day of fall with some sunny skies. We get overcast and cloudy, and then we start to see a chance of showers in Yakima on Sunday. Columbia Basin, those showers will get here a little later, if at all, but we'll stay in the 70s at least through Sunday. And in Walla Walla, again, fall begins there, 68. A cool day tomorrow, a nice little warm up on Saturday. Cloudy skies start developing and a chance of showers heading into next week. I'll show you all about that with our full 7-day planning forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. Up next on Apple Valley News Now at 5, we're talking about the Biden administration's response to a surge of illegal crossings at the southern border. And still ahead tonight, a local elementary school is getting some big-time recognition. We're going to hear from the principal about the changes that drew national acclaim, coming up tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
tonight. After pointed comments on Russia in front of world leaders, President Zelensky visits D.C. Can he get Republicans and Democrats to agree on aid for Ukraine? More Americans turn to the most watched newscast on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Create a backyard that's out of this world. Right now, save $20 on the BG857 battery blower. Real STIHL. Find yours.
Injured on the road or on the job? Visit FromBackAutumn.com. Gather vital information on your type of injury claim. Learn more about our Bulldog Tough attorneys. Chat live about your needs with one of our representatives. Even schedule a free consultation. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All from the comfort and convenience of your home. FromBackAutumn.com. Motivators are standing by. Brumback and Autumn. Bulldog Tough.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups plus. Make no monthly payments for 90 days, or get $3,500 total cash allowance on this Silverado with a TurboMax engine. See your community Chevy dealers.
Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in a semi-truck collision in the U.S. Whatever the cause, big trucks mean big crashes, resulting in serious, even fatal injuries, large medical bills, and loss of wages. If you've been injured in a crash with a big rig, call Abeta Nelson Injury Law today. We've handled the most big truck accidents in Central Washington over the last 40 years, recovering millions for our clients. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
The 2023 Honda Accord is a car and driver 10 best. The Toyota Camry is not. In fact, Camry's only made the 10 best list 3 times, while Accord's made the car and driver 10 best list 37 times. More times than any other car. That means year after year, the American-built Accord blows Camry away. And right now, well-qualified buyers can get the Honda Accord with 2.9% APR financing. For details, see your Southeastern Washington Honda dealer.
Welcome back. We saw a dip in the number of people crossing the U.S.-Mexico border illegally in the spring after the Biden administration changed asylum restrictions. But now border officials say those numbers are surging into the thousands once again, and they're straining resources. Ivan Rodriguez has a look at the government's response.
A state of emergency is declared by the mayor in Eagle Pass, Texas, as the surge of migrants crossing the border continues. Also, in response to the surge, the Defense Department is deploying more than 800 new active duty personnel to the U.S.-Mexico border. Around 2,700 migrants crossed into the U.S. near Eagle Pass on Tuesday, while another 3,000 migrants crossed on Wednesday. Many migrants trekking a dangerous path.
What we consider to be a humanitarian crisis is what the people endure on the journey to the border in the hands of smugglers. We see so much trauma, so much tragedy.
Some people are drowning. Some people are dying in some of those ranches. If we find bodies or bones, whatever. So why take a risk? Why make those people come like this?
The Biden administration is providing humanitarian relief for Venezuelans by issuing more work permits.
We can't spike the ball, but we appreciate that 15,000 migrant asylum seekers are now something that we can look towards moving out of our care.
In the meantime, U.S. Customs and Border Protection is temporarily suspending traffic at the Texas border crossing to help the U.S. Border Patrol take migrants into custody.
It's something very strange. Never thought I was going to see something like that in Eagle Pass.
Ivan Rodriguez, Apple Valley News Now.
We'll have a final look at that kind of rainy forecast and when you can expect a change coming up. And still ahead, after months on strike, could Hollywood studios finally be close to a deal with the Writers Guild of America? World News Tonight is tracking the second day in a row of negotiations, coming up tonight at 5:30.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Thank you for getting groceries, Mika.
Of course. Happy to help. Will Medicare cover any of these bills?
I thought it would, but it doesn't.
We'll get through this. I will always be here for you.
I know. But what about you? I don't ever want you to be in this situation.
Don't worry, Dad. With WA Cares, I'm earning long-term care benefits with each paycheck. That money will be there when I need it.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Stan, where's Alice? She's supposed to stay with us.
Oh, shoot. Where could she?
Hey, everybody. I'm Alice. I'm new here. The new zipline ride looks so fun. You go back and forth. Awesome.
And we've lost control of the Alice situation.
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
I mean, she's a natural spokosaur who isn't tempted to eat anyone. You know, 'cause she's an herbivore.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, home decor, and all things fall. We're unique and we're here for all of life's occasions. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
You can start your day wanting an all-natural pregnancy and end it wanting an epidural. It's called being human. A human who takes care of their eyes, then stares at their phone, who embraces self-care and believes beauty is worth some pain. So go ahead and do your 10-step skincare routine and make the 11th sun. Teach your kids that aging is beautiful while trying to prevent it. With traditional medicine and alternative remedies, there's no wrong way to treat life at Rite Aid. And now get your flu shot with easy scheduling, fast appointments, plus walk-ins available daily.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
The 2023 Honda CR-V is a car and driver 10 best. RAV4 and Forester are not. CR-V is also car and driver's top-ranked compact SUV. Toyota and Subaru weren't even close. That's because inside and out, the next generation Honda CR-V is bigger, bolder, and more beautiful than ever. And right now, well-qualified buyers can get CR-V with 3.9% APR financing. For details, see your Southeastern Washington Honda dealer.
All right, check this out. It's not even the first day of fall yet, but a British toy store is already unveiling the toys that it thinks will be the most popular this Christmas. Their top 10 included things like a flying fairy doll, Barbies, of course, and a Harry Potter themed teddy bear. But The Guardian reports this particular toy store is also betting big on adults. They call them kidults, buying toys and collectibles for themselves and each other. Those are priced a lot higher than the toys. But Stacey, we were just talking about this, like, it seems really early for Christmas top 10 lists.
Never
to me.
too early. Come on, we got to get started.
I guess, but I'd like to get through Halloween first.
I have neighbors that still have their Christmas lights up from last year.
They say it does make you happy, especially as the days are getting shorter. You know, the Christmas lights make people happy.
Absolutely. So, and fall, almost here.
That's
so
true.
I've been saying happy fall, y'all, but not quite. Let's take a look at our final weather forecast tonight. Again, we've got a 7-day planner there with a slight warm up into the weekend. Looking good for the Central Washington State Fair. Things, though, change Sunday as you start to see the clouds roll in. And look at next week, our first official week of fall. Looking kind of dreary and wet for the next several days. Now, in the Tri-Cities, we'll have those temperatures warming up on Saturday, 75. Not bad, a little overcast. And again, chance of rain showers with cool temperatures. Overnight lows in the 40s and 50s. Again, we're running well below the average. Walla Walla, again, same sitch, going to look pretty good, and then you'll start to see the clouds and overcast conditions begin Sunday with a chance of those showers through the weekend. So again, with these showers, we saw some places about an inch of rain today, especially near Cabbage Hill, that part of eastern Oregon. They saw a lot of rain today and very foggy conditions. So we're getting to that time of the year where I'm going to remind you to check those road conditions before you hit the road.
Yeah, we were talking about snow in the Cascades already this
That's
week.
right.
And then, of course, we had part of I-84 shut down just earlier this hour.
That's
so
right.
definitely be careful out on the roads.
That's right.
Thanks, Stacey. Thank you so much for watching. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. We're back tonight at 6. You can find the latest anytime on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.